just have to get A's and B's. You know, you have to get the A's and B's, and just send it to the email. And like I said, my last group, they asked me what was my inspiration, you know, for starting. And you know, just waking up every morning. You know, when I was actually in school, you know, I went to Cathedral High School, and I went to Milton High. So like when I would wake up and I would see my mom, you know, her tears made me want to go hard and be who I am today. You know, just seeing, you know, the drive that she was actually trying to put forth and trying to actually get me the latest sneakers and get me whatever I wanted. I wanted PS3, I want whatever. And the fact that I can give it back to my mom now, and she doesn't have to work that much, and she doesn't have to do certain things, like, you know, it just means so much to me. And my little sister's my inspiration. You know, she's a sneakerhead now. You know, she probably got like 50-something pairs. You know what I'm saying? So she got a lot of sneakers too, but she's my inspiration. You know, when I wake up and I see their smile, that keeps me going. Because at the end of the day, that makes me think about all these young kids right here. It makes me think about all the 8th graders right here. You all are going to start going to high school. You got to start thinking, all right, am I going to be a jock? Am I going to be, you know, very smart? Am I going to mix them all up? Am I going to have swag? Am I going to have whatever? You know, you got your own personalities. And my thing is, I just want to be able to give back to every single one of y'all. So all y'all have to do is just get the A's and B's. Y'all get the grades, I'll pay for whatever sneaker you want. You want the foam posits? Whatever. You want the Air Jordans, the Gamma 11s? You want those? Whatever. You want whatever y'all want. Whatever y'all want. I'm just making sure. Just get, y'all do y'all job, I'm going to do my job. You know what I'm saying? So y'all get the good grades, I'm going to get the sneakers. I'm going to do my part. So y'all got to do y'all part. So that's what the reason for it is. So that y'all can be encouraged and y'all can get the good grades.
He's still talking.
He's still talking, guys.
You know, so that's what I'm trying to aim for. Just want y'all to get the grades. Do your part. School is you all's job right now. You know, y'all don't have a 9 to 5. You know, your parents do. But school is y'all's job. And it's also what you all need in order to be successful. So my thing is, y'all do y'all job, I'm going to do my job, and I'm going to make sure y'all get whatever sneakers y'all want. So that was my main purpose for starting the Kicks4Grades.
Okay, so I'm gonna start with a few questions. Now remember, we have Mr. Singleton here. We are asking him questions about not only sneakers, but like his life aspirations and his journey to becoming a sports writer. Some of his interactions with the players. So he did mention in his last assembly that he's met and interviewed pretty much all the players and all the teams in the NBA. I know personally that he goes to the draft, he goes to All-Star Weekend every year, like this is part of his job. So he has personal interactions with some of the players, and there are some of the players who are dedicated to helping him with Kicks4Grades. So we're hoping that we can take advantage of this as a school and use it as a positive tool for you all to be successful academically. Now, this is the first. You all say first. This is the first school that he has visited. So that means that you all have an advantage over the other schools at the moment to be a part of this challenge. Does it mean that every student that submits their report card to him is going to get a pair of sneakers? Absolutely not. But there will be multiple winners. Because if he gets 1,000 submissions, and he only has enough funding for 500 pair of sneakers, then that's the way that he's going to have to work it out. So it would behoove us as LGF to make sure that we get on top of this, especially if you were successful for marking term number 1. So if you did not do so well for term 1, get your game up for term 2, because you can still be a part of the challenge. So I'll start off with some of the questions. So this is the way that we're going to do it. If you have a question for him about sneakers, about his journey, about his job, I want you to raise your hand. He'll call on you. Stand up. Ask your question loudly. You all hear how loud I talk? I'm kind of loud. I work on projection all the time with singing. It's part of my life. So make sure that you're loud enough for everyone to hear you. And then we'll go in that order. So my question is, how long have you been working at the TD Garden, and what happens to the kids that may not have A's and B's right now? Like, would you consider like the 1C?
Yeah. What I'm trying to work on right now. First of all, to answer your first question, I've been writing since I was 24 now, so it's been 4 years. And what I'm trying to focus on is the A's and B's. But if there is 1C sprinkled in there, I'm willing to work with that, because at the end of the day, nobody's perfect, and everybody, as long as you're striving for your goals, I'm striving for my goals, and that's to make sure you're successful. So I'll throw a C in there if need be, but it has to be all A's and B's and 1C. So that's what I'm looking for.
Let me ask you another question. So can you tell us who is the funniest Celtic, who's the coolest, and who's the most serious?
Okay. The funniest, I have to go with Jared Sullinger for the funniest. The coolest Celtic would be my twin, Courtney Lee. He's the coolest. And then I would have to go with, for most serious, I would say Rondo or Joe.
Rondo's the most serious.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go ahead. Marcelo, stand up. Be loud.
So once you see someone stand up, your voice is off.
How long did you went to college to be a sport grad?
I actually went to college for business management, and so I actually got pulled into the opportunity. But in order to be a sports writer and be taken serious, you have to probably go to school and get your bachelor's in journalism. So I would definitely say if you want to do that, you gotta work hard.
No, it seems fun.
It's really fun, personally. Like, I have a ball, you know what I'm saying? Like, I've gone to places like I've never thought I would go to. Like, being born and raised in Dorchester, and then to be in Las Vegas, chilling with the USA basketball team, and go to All-Star weekends, and go to the Super Bowls. Like, come on, you can't. There's certain things that, that never amounts to anything, you know what I'm saying?
Anyone else with a question? Come on.
When did you start picking the people that earned the sneakers?
Started picking last week when I got the first report card. So there's somebody that's already ahead of you right now.
One.
He already got a couple, so he's working.
I'm gonna say
I own about 210 pairs of sneakers.
So her question was, how many pair of sneakers does he have now?
Yeah, I own the sneakers I own right now. I own about 210, roughly, like estimate.
Zaddy.
Have you been thinking of like doing this since you were little and since you noticed this? And since there are like 4 terms of the school year and you send the email more than one time, is it possible to be picked more than once?
I'm working on all 4 terms. I'm just trying to see how the first 2 terms will be. And then if the response, well, first of all, today the response has been huge from you all school. So I want to be able to do this every year. Like, like the thing about it is, like, right now, it's coming out of my pocket. So any kids that win, whatever sneakers they want, that's coming out of my wallet, Like, and that's just me. That's the type of person
money like that?
Just want to give back and be able to help out. So when it comes to the terms, I want to make it all the time, and that's what I'm working on. What was the other question?
Is this like a goal you had since you were little?
Ever since I was a little kid, like, I've loved the sneakers. I just couldn't get them. My first pair of sneakers I bought by myself with my allowance was the playoff 12, the OGs. So that was my So that was the first. But ever since then, like, it's definitely been something on my mind.
So I have a question. Which basketball player do you like to interview? Like, because they're witty or funny or always have something like profound to say? Be cool.
It would have to be Kevin Durant.
He's answering the why.
Oh.
You want to hear the second part of the question?
My thing is, when I talked to him, first time I met him was about 2 years ago. And, I'm a sneakerhead, so, like, what I usually do you know, to get the players' attention, I'll probably wear their best sneaker that they have out at that moment during the game, so then they have to realize I'm there. So I can be like, hey, what's going on? You know, so then they start talking to you. And then my thing was like, you know, we start talking about the sneakers, and then after that, it just like escalated because we started talking when the Kevin Durant, the KD4 came out, and now the KD6 is out. So like I've been talking to him for a long time. And last Thanksgiving, like we had like almost an hour conversation, like just me and him just talking. You know, he told me about sneakers that are coming out next year. He told me about sneakers that are coming out in a couple years. You know, so like I always get the inside. Me and Kevin Durant are really tight. So.
Durant.
Can you have one C in conduct and one C in effort?
Say that again.
Can you have one C in conduct and one C in effort?
That's tough because I'm trying to go for the
Oh.
1 C on the whole thing. I think 2 C's would be pushing it a little bit. But if you bring that up, if you bring that effort or conduct up, I'll definitely work with you.
So try for the next term. If that's your case, try to make those C's B's. And that's the whole purpose of this, to try to make you a better student and you a better athlete.
Oh, I don't have a question, but I have to stretch.
Hold on, Roberto. We can't hear you. We need everyone silent. And stand up, Roberto.
What's up? Oh yeah, last assembly I told they asked me who my favorite point guard was, and I said Kyrie Irving. You know, like I just think that Kyrie brings a big, like he just brings a difference to the game. He's not explosive as Russell Westbrook, but at the end of the day, like when somebody can score 40 on you and then just walk off the court and be like peace, then he's that real. So at the end of the day, that's my favorite point guard.
What's the point guard? Rondo's so ugly. Oh my god.
All right, we're ready for the next question. Shut it down.
Stand up.
Skills wise, yes, LeBron.
How old is your sister?
Oh, she's 15.
Pervert.
I'm only one here. Okay.
What is your favorite pair of sneakers that you have in your collection so far?
That's a tough one. I would probably have to say, I would have to go with the going back and forth.
He thought he was cute. The what?
Wait a minute. Hello, we missed the whole question.
Eighth graders, we can't do this like this. You guys need to be silent. If he doesn't call on you, you should not be saying anything. When one or two people talking and then the rest of people silent, it's very easy to hear that noise. We need to be silent, please.
Yeah, I'll go with the going back and forth. That was, I think, only because it meant a lot to me to get them. Like, I went to Nike Town with like 20 people deep and told them to buy every single pair for me. So like, I left Nike Town with like 25 pairs.
Oh, wow.
So it was like, that was probably the one that meant a lot to me. But overall, I'll probably go with the, I just got the Ray Allen Championship 11s. So that would probably be the best one. Any other questions? Oh,
So, did you ever interview LeBron? And if you did, how do you think is his personality?
I've interviewed LeBron on numerous occasions. He's down to earth. You know, like when you talk to him, they're regular people. You know, that's one thing you have to realize. Like, you might be starstruck for a moment, but they're regular people. Like the first time I met LeBron, he basically interviewed me because I was just like, yeah, so and he's like, yeah, you want to ask me how I did tonight? And I'm like, oh yeah. And then like, you know, he just talk. He's really cool. Like, you know, I talked to him about his